All right, welcome to Mindset Monday. I'm so excited about tonight. Um, this is probably one of the most exciting Zooms we've had in a long time. So two incredible people are going to speak to you guys tonight. I was talking to Nicole this last week and just about kind of, she's been with Scentsy for 20 years, which she can talk about, and just the ebbs and flows of being in direct sales and how there's good years, there's less good years. But overall, it's such a fun journey. And I thought it was more fitting now than ever to have two people who have been through every up, every low, every middle, every trip, probably. And so Nicole's going to speak first. But before, I'm sure Nicole will give Colette a great intro. But Colette is, she's going to be like blushing when I say this because I don't think she likes to give compliments, so probably not take them. But and I mean, for better words, she invented Scentsy, her and Kara. They came up with the idea, and I hope she shares that with you guys. But she virtually just invented Scentsy, and then, and I won't go into too much of it, but Colette is the heart of Scentsy in a lot of ways. She's very giving. If you meet her, you will love her. She's genuine. She's obviously Orville and Heidi, and then also Nicole, who is you guys' upline if you're in my group. She's my grandma Nicole. I'm just kidding. She's like, what? um, she is, Nicole was one of the first leaders in Scentsy. I don't know what stack she is against that, but she was one of the first ones that really dove in and helped make Scentsy successful for what it is today. She worked really, really, really hard. And I hope she'll share some of those stories because we, sometimes complain that, things may sell out in 5 minutes or that we can't get parties or we struggle with doing this. Well, when she joined, she had to box her own orders. She had to fill her own wax orders. She had to personally go down and pick up her own checks. She had to make her own photo albums, I'm assuming. I mean, just all the things. It's just we're in a different place now, but a lot of the hard work that Nicole did is why we are so successful today. And a lot of the hard work that you guys are going to do right now is going to be why Scentsy is successful in 5, 10, 20 years. So I don't want to take any more time. Nicole, you go first. Share whatever you want to share.
Hey,
We're just so excited.
okay, well, I have to look at the time because I need to leave Colette plenty of time because you guys know I have the gift to gab. So, and something I love to talk about is Scentsy, and I can't believe it's been 20 years. But I had my 20-year scent anniversary on March 14th, so it was just last week, and honestly, it doesn't even seem like it's been that long. I'm sure Colette can agree. She's 20 years too. It's gone by very fast, but there are some things that really stand out in my Scentsy career and things that I think have helped shape my Scentsy career. And I think it also helps me keep moving to this day as some of the experiences that I had back in the beginning. So I do want to share with you a few stories that I think are very important in my Scentsy journey. The first one, I signed up in 2005. And so at that time, thank goodness I had a full catalog. It came out the month that I signed up. And so I didn't have the flip book, the pictures, the flip book. And I was grateful for that because I called the home office and signed up. So I had never been to a home party. I had never tried Scentsy before. One of my friends went to a Scentsy party and she bought a warmer. Absolutely loved it. I went in her house. She had autumn sunset warming and it was absolutely amazing. I was just floored by the scent throw, how safe it was. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. So I went home and called the home office and left a message because at that time it was right when Heidi and Orville had bought the company from Colette and Kara. So I left a message and patiently waited for him to call me back. They didn't have a website, just a landing page. And he had Becky Priest call me and told me a little bit about the business. And I said, I'm all in, I want to join. So, you know, I don't know what I would have thought if I would have received a flip book with pictures, like, because I thought Scentsy was this big company. I had no idea it was so small. I should have realized, you know, with my consultant number being 92, that probably meant there were only 92 consultants, but hey, that went right over my head. So I thought it was this big company, and I loved it, and I was just ready to jump in. One of the first big challenges that I remember, and it was that fall after I'd signed up, so 2005. Picture this, you know, we were doing shows, we were trying to get Scentsy out any way that we could, get the word out, get product in people's hands. And I do remember we did not have any warmers to sell that first Christmas. So we had bars, but we did not have any warmers because the supplier couldn't keep up with us because we were selling so much product. So I remember being at a show and, you know, saying that we're out of stock on this, we're out of stock on this. I mean, we honestly, Colette, did we even have one warmer to sell? I don't think we did.
I don't think so. It was pretty sparse for sure.
And I remember just saying, you know, oh, it will come in. It will come in before Christmas, because we were just hoping and praying it would. They didn't come in for Christmas. So all of our customers, Orville promised that everybody would get their warmer by Christmas. He sent out a free complimentary warmer to everybody that had an order placed. It was a cornucopia warmer. It was not the most beautiful thing, but it was a warmer so they could warm their bars. And I just remember thinking, wow, you know, what an incredible guy, that it meant so much to him that he wanted to make sure everyone had a package to open on Christmas Day. Did he need to do that? No, absolutely not. Was he in a position to do that financially? Absolutely not. But that just blew my mind, and it solidified. I knew I was in the right place. I knew I was with the right company, and the right people were leading the way. That just was mind blowing to me. And but that was definitely a challenge. And so, you know, we could have turned really negative and been like, oh, I'm going to cancel all my shows. We didn't. We still went to our shows. We still sold product as much as we could, and on a hope and a prayer, their warmer would come in very soon. And we just made the best of it. But at that time, you would think, oh gosh, it was easy back then in 2005. You know, it was new. But the challenges we had, and I'm sure Colette will say the same thing, is people did not have the faith in the company. They wanted to know if we were going to be around when they needed more Scentsy bars. So it was a different feel. Like, it wasn't an easy sell. They loved the product, they loved the concept, but they didn't have that faith. So it was really important for us to get them to experience it, to try it. And with the host rewards and booking parties and everything, it made it easy for them to be able to have product to enjoy for themselves. But, you know, so many people think if you were in early, you know, you're successful. I mean, we had our own challenges then. And I have someone on my team that is a certified consultant that signed up in 2005. And you know what? She's happy being a certified consultant. So it's not a timing thing. I mean, we all have the same opportunity. And I think anytime that you join, you have so much opportunity to make your Scentsy business be whatever you want it to be. But I just wanted to share those challenges in the beginning. The next big challenge that I remember was 2007, 2008. And that was when the home building industry like crumbled. And, you know, with the loans and the fraud and everything, it really took an impact on the economy. And my husband was a home builder, and thank goodness for, you know, me and for us. We put in our time and our support. You know, he was supportive and we worked our business. So we were just fine during that time. But we had so many friends that were losing their houses, losing their businesses. Like it was a heavy, heavy, heavy time. What I do remember is people wanted to join Scentsy because they were looking for ways to make extra money. You know, they were looking for ways to get product at a discount or for free. So we were able to do parties during that time. You know, people weren't buying a lot. And that time really reminds me of kind of where we are now after the pandemic. You know, people have cut back on expenses because of inflation. You know, we were there in 2007 and 2008, but our teams were growing. People were looking for ways to make extra money for a supplemental income. And as long as we were talking about it, we were working our businesses, you know, we were moving forward, but it was a heavy time. And my husband and I, we felt guilty at times because we were doing well and we had so many friends that were, you know, just lost everything. It was a heavy, heavy time in the world at that time. And, you know, I have a friend that I can think of. She signed up with Scentsy. And during that time, her husband was in the home building industry as well. She stuck it out for probably 4 years. But her passion was with animals. So she was good at Scentsy, but her passion wasn't there. She ended up finding a company and was one of the founders of a company. I can't think of what the company is now, but it focuses on pets and pet health. And she said, because of me and me joining direct sales and my love for direct sales, she saw that opportunity and it changed their life. You know, it brought them so many wonderful opportunities and blessings. And so, you know, people are watching you. People want to do what we do. I mean, I know it's kind of a crazy time in the world right now, but we just need to be positive and look at all the wonderful things and benefits that Scentsy has to offer. And it's hard with social media. Jacqueline and I were talking the other day about how, you know, back in 2005, and I honestly believe this, and I don't know if I shared this with you, Jacqueline, but, you know, the comparing, like if social media was around back in 2005, I don't know if I would have stayed with Scentsy. And I say that honestly. Thank goodness I met Colette. Colette and I are on different teams, and Colette is such a huge inspiration to me. And thank goodness I met her because, you know, she has really helped me and supported me so much in my business. But if I would have seen how people were working their business, and at that time, my husband was working 12 hours. He was a home builder. He was never home. I was basically single mom. So home parties were not something I could do. So I really focused on basket parties, and that's how I built my business. And I still run my business on a lot of basket parties. Like I love the basket parties.
I remember being blown away, Nicole, that you made director and you had done it by just doing basket parties. I'm like, you are my hero. That's amazing.
So sweet. But that's all I had to work with. I couldn't do a home party. And so after I was able to be successful with basket parties, I said to Jason, hey, could you come home one night a week? We planned Thursdays was my party night. And so every Thursday he made sure he was home so I could go out and have a party. You know, at that time, money was tight. Money was really tight. And we really depended on, you know, every commission, his paycheck. I mean, money was tight. And I remember I would come home on Thursday night and he would say, oh gosh, how was your party? And I'm like, oh, it was such a great party. And he would say, oh, good, what were the sales? And I would tell him, and I said, but they decided to sign up. So, you know, I don't get any commissions, but I have a new team member. And I'd be so excited about it. And he was like, what are you doing? You know, you're giving away all the commissions, because we really could have used the commissions at that time. But I could see that a new team member that was off to a successful start was so much more more powerful than getting a commission check. And they already had their customers that they could fulfill their orders. So I was flipping parties before I even knew I was flipping parties, but that's how I really grew my team. And I know there's a lot of people that focus their business on flipping parties to this day. If you're not doing it, try it. It is such an incredible opportunity to get someone can get their starter kit for zero cost. I mean, it really is a great opportunity. The other, and Jacqueline, I think we talked about this, was like 2012. I think was a big challenge with business. Like I said, business is going to go up and down and up and down. And I think when you're down is when you really learn how to push yourself, how to work a little harder, work a little smarter, but then you can also enjoy when business is up. But you learn so much when you're in the lows of business. And 2012 came along, and I remember, gosh, there was a time when so many people decided to leave. They felt like Scentsy was just, it was oversaturated, which just totally makes me laugh because I don't know how many consultants we had. We didn't have very many at the time. But they had that mindset that, oh, there's too many Scentsy consultants. And you still hear that today. People will say that. That's so not true. At one time, we had 7 of us in my neighborhood, and we never crossed paths. We all knew different people. We all could take our business, and if someone in the neighborhood wanted to order, they'd take turns ordering from us, and we thought that was great. There's so much opportunity there for everyone. But I do remember in 2012, that was a challenging time. We did have people leave. Business was hard. Kind of like it is now. I think it even feels a little bit harder to me right now because of the pandemic. Things were easy during the pandemic, like business was just coming to us. And so I think now, even though this is probably similar to what we were in 2012, what we're going through now, but after having the highs of the pandemic, it feels like it's a little more challenging. But what I love about direct sales is no matter what stage we're at, you figure out how can you bless someone's lives. I mean, I'm always thinking, how can I make Scentsy rewarding for my customer? How can I make them, feel like they are, getting such great customer service? They're getting their, products at a discount. I do a lot of shopping links. I mean, I really go above and beyond to try to make my customers feel special. And I think that's something that's really worked for me in the 20 years, no matter what stage we're at in business. If you give good customer service, they will come back to you. They will give you referrals. They will, it's that trust, it's that relationship. But 2012, it was hard. Business was hard. People were leaving. We still had people coming in, but people were leaving. And Jacqueline, do you even remember what was the big reason why people were leaving in 2012? I know we talked about this the other day.
Right. Economy wasn't great in 2012 and 2014, those years. We had Grace Adele and Bellotta, and it kind of cut everyone thin. So all of a sudden we added all these 2 other sister companies on. And then we were spread thin with Scentsy. So I was focused on helping people learn Grace Adele and learn Bellotta. And then I was slacking in my Scentsy, and it caused everyone. And then we had some recession going on with the economy. Economy was not great in those years. So it was almost like double whammy. And I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, when we shut the doors to Grace Adele Bellotta, it was a relief. But then it also caused a lot of doubts, like, is Scentsy next? And I knew Scentsy wasn't going to be next. I knew that Orville was thinking 4 freeze a little bit. My internet is not great. But I also knew that Orville is always forward thinking. And I'm so thankful he is. And he wasn't worried about Grace Adele and Bellotta not panning out. He was already 5 years down the line thinking of what's next.
Yes.
So
And I think
mhm.
what an incredible vision he had. I mean, Grace Ladell was great. Vellata was fun. Like I loved both companies. I thought they were great, but it was interesting to me how it did take your focus. I mean, your focus was not streamlined. It was spread, you know, between 3 companies, and that still happens today. You know, when people join other direct sell companies, it's hard to give your full attention and your 100% dedication to growing your business if you're trying to do too many different things. But for them to come in and say, you know what, we're shutting those down. I mean, they were looking for our future. I never doubted it. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's sad. I still miss the chocolate. It was amazing chocolate. But, you know, Scentsy is where it's at. Scentsy is, you know, the lifeline of our company is Scentsy. So I was glad that they could see that and not afraid to make that change. They weren't afraid to try it, but then when they saw it wasn't working out, you know, they made the change to let those other 2 companies go. But where we are now in business, things are heavy. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Things are so heavy right now. And it's not just within Scentsy, it's within the world. Like, you know, I don't want to turn the news on. I'm like, I can't take anymore. I don't want to know what's going on. Like, you know, things are just heavy. And then you have social media that is you know, sharing every little thing. And that adds an extra element of heaviness. You know, you see people that are doing really well. You see people that are, you know, not doing so well. And, you know, someone decides to leave and they make a big deal about it. And then it just causes this mass panic. And, you know, social media is such a blessing, but it also can be a curse. And I think right now we're feeling the heaviness of social media, which to build our businesses, it can be a total blessing. But I do think that, you know, we just need to keep in mind when people decide to leave and they're making a big to-do, they were already halfway out the door, you know, before they left. Their dedication, you know, whatever happened to make them decide to leave, there's more to it. There's always more to it than what they're sharing on social media. And usually, you know, it's something that they've done or something that they've, you know, gotten in trouble for, or, you know, there's always a lot more to the story. I think we just need to, you know, not get caught up in the heaviness and just know that Heidi and Orville 100%, I know they have our backs. And all these changes at once, with all the craziness in the world, it can be heavy. And I'm right there with you. I'm like, I can't take one more thing. But I do know that the changes that they're making are for our future. The changes that they're making are necessary for us to thrive in the future. And I have 100% complete faith in that. And, you know, we're going to lose people. We've lost people in 2007, 2012. You know, there are people that decide to move on, and that's okay. Those that decide to stay and put their dedication to their business and work through these challenges are going to grow through the challenges. And then once business, I mean, it's a business cycle. We're going to go up, we're going to go down, and we can't always just keep going up. And, you know, what you learn during those times, you're going to just excel when we start going up again. And I know that's going to happen soon. And there's going to be a lot of people, just like there have been in the past, that regret leaving or regret, you know, not sticking it out, even if they haven't left, but they're not working their business. Like, now is the time to truly work your business. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a better time for Scentsy for us to recruit. You know, things are expensive. People are looking for multiple streams of income. People are looking to supplement, you know, for their fun stuff, the extras. I mean, maybe just to buy eggs. I mean, who knows? It's, you know, people are looking for ways to make money, and Scentsy is that perfect opportunity for them to make some money and do it on the side in their own on their own terms. You know, when I first signed up with Scentsy, if someone would have told me I had to work full-time hours, I wouldn't have done it because I was a mom and my kids were young and I worked as much as I could, but my number one goal was being a mom. And that's something that I just love with Scentsy is, you know, you choose what you want it to be. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And it can grow with you. I mean, I was very limited in the beginning on what I could work. Now I can work my business full time. You know, it's something that you make it what you want it to be. And I don't know any other company out there that gives you such flexibility and such support and rewards you the way that Scentsy rewards you. And I just am so grateful that, you know, Heidi and Orville, they have our backs, and 100%, I know they will always have our backs. And, you know, we just need to roll with these changes at this time and things are going to be good. I mean, I honestly think next year at this time, we're going to be talking and I'm going to be saying, you know what, remember when we were in that dip, you know, we're going to be, hopefully, you know, things will be picking up. And, but try to be really creative during this time and look for ways that you can work your business and stand out and be unique and just give that customer service. I think that's so important right now with customer service. I mean, all of you know, you've gone into stores lately. I mean, customer service doesn't exist. I mean, everywhere you go, they're hiring, you know, it's just a weird time. Like I said, in the world, it's just a weird time. That gives us such a special opportunity with Scentsy as Scentsy consultants to make someone feel important, make them feel like, you know what, you are my VIP customer. I appreciate you. It gives us that, you know, we have the option and the opportunity to give that incredible customer service and make someone feel important. I have customers that have bought from me for 20 years and they would never buy from anybody else. And it's just because I care about them. I've built a relationship with them over the years. With our products, it helps us to build those relationships. With our products are consumable, they're going to be coming back to us. Our company gives us the opportunity to really build that incredible relationship that's so important and so needed in today's world. And really, it's just not there. Customer service is not there. It takes very, very little to impress a customer these days. Like the bar is set so low, and the customer service that we give is incredible. You know, look for these opportunities to be that little sunshine in your customer's day, to give them a sample, send them a text, you know, just the little things. And if you do, and you focus on that kind of stuff during the challenges, you know, once things start to pick up, your business is just going to excel. So, okay, Colette, I talked way too long.
No, I'm like, keep going. You're amazing. All I can say is amen to everything you said. And I just adore Nicole. It's so fun how, as Scentsy consultants, we really are a family. And if there was something that I needed help with in my life, I would go to my Scentsy family. Nicole is a sister to me, and Jacqueline, she's always been a hero of mine. And I just feel so blessed that no matter where we are in the world, if we need something, we have each other, and I just love you all for that. So thank you, Nicole, for all that advice. And those of you who don't know me, I'm Colette, and I'm just one of those stay-at-home moms that you hear about that started Scentsy. It started in my basement, and it was 21 years ago. In this month, we just finished the show that I met Orville at 20 years ago. And every time I do that show, I literally have tears of gratitude that we were able to meet that day on the bench. And I know that it wasn't by chance, that it was definitely meant to be. And Scentsy has a divine purpose and is definitely meant to be. There's so much more than wax and warmers, and it truly is a tool where we can become who we want to be and have the confidence and the money and the skills and everything to really become who we're meant to be. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I get to be on this call with you guys. I first want to thank you for taking time to dial in, and I also mostly want to thank you for being part of this Scentsy family. Like, thank you for believing in our little dream, and Scentsy wouldn't be where it is today without every single one of us working together and doing this together. Everyone plays such a special part, and whether you are doing it just for a hobby on the side or whether you want this to be your forever business, I'm grateful for you and I love you, and I'm glad you're part of us and part of being with us. When we were thinking of obstacles, Nicole talked about a lot of them that we had, throughout the years. And I just think back about when we first had the idea of Scentsy and then actually, starting it into a company. We had many naysayers, and you may feel this when you joined or now, with things being a little trickier in the world. Where you have people that naysay or want to not believe in you. And honestly, when people would do that to us in the very beginning, it made me just want all the more to show them and prove them wrong and show them how truly special Scentsy is. And so we had no money. We just had an idea, and neither of us had, a college degree or we weren't anything special. And but what we had was a huge dream. And so I hope that in your businesses, especially right now, like, if you can dream it, you can do it. That's a quote from Walt Disney that I have on my wall. And now is the time that you want to dream big and make plans for all the things that you want to accomplish with your Scentsy business. COVID was definitely a hard time for me, and there has been ups and downs like Nicole talked about. But one that was really challenging was during COVID. My dad had dementia, and he ended up in a nursing home, and then I ended up losing him to COVID. And the summer before all of that, we did 24/7 round the clock care for him, and he was the best dad in the whole world, and I love him with all my heart. And it was such a joy to have the flexibility in my business to be able to take time and focus on him and spend time with him and show him love. And after all that happened, I literally was leveled. I loved my dad, and but I didn't realize the toll that it was going to take on me emotionally. And I literally went to the hospital, think I was having a heart attack, and they're like, "You're having a panic attack." I mean, it really leveled me. And so maybe, there's natural disasters, there's deaths. I've had babies, throughout the years, and now I have 7 grandbabies. Last fall, a year ago, 3 of my daughters had baby girls within 3 months or 2 months. And so we're always going to have changes and tricky things coming up. But we're so blessed that we have Scentsy, and there's been so many times throughout the journey where I've had to relaunch, and I would think, oh my goodness, things have kind of slowed down. Is something going on with Scentsy? And every time that I felt that way, I looked at what I was doing and how I was working my business and the things I was, spending time on. And I was like, Scentsy didn't stop. I did. And it really was an eye-opener to me that, okay, like when we first started Scentsy and how excited, and when you first hit that join button and you were so excited and all the things that, were going through your mind, and, like we want to go back to those basics, especially in dips, right? Remember what you love about Scentsy. Remember what your goals are about Scentsy, and get that enthusiasm back. But it's also an awesome time to prepare for the future. And when the swing happens and that we're like going crazy. So my advice would be take good care of yourself. Do all the things that physically help you. And I had to go through some of that after losing my dad, and take some time to heal. And anyway, so you want to eat right, drink water, sleep, get your rest, all those kinds of things, and take good care of you. You need to be happy, and you need to celebrate your accomplishments and the things that you're doing well, because that's what's going to motivate you to get ready for the next part. I'm so excited for the future of Scentsy. It's been the most amazing 21 years. I just can't believe it. I pinch myself every day that this is really my life. I have right here by my desk, I have to show you this warmer. And when I very first saw this warmer, they had it at Superstar Summit, and the Superstar directors were there, and they said, oh, we're going to take you into this room where we're going to show you the products that are coming up for fall. And I had no idea, had never, seen this, but I came around the corner and saw a Scentsy warmer with Minnie and Mickey Mouse on it. And you guys, I literally did the ugly cry. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so special. This is amazing. And this warmer just means so much to me because I had no idea. Like in my mind, I thought Scentsy going to be the next, the hottest thing in candles, hottest new thing in candles. But I had no idea the opportunities and the possibilities that were really ahead. And that's why I'm so excited about the future of Scentsy right now, because we get to decide, each of us on this call, we get to decide what the next 20 years look like, what the next 5 years look like. And we have so much talent between all of us. We really are a family. Like we can make this into something so special. I heard a quote from Dan, our CEO, Dan Orchard, and it said, a shoe is always just a shoe until someone steps into it. And Scentsy can be there and can be this awesome opportunity and business, that we have. But until we actually utilize the tools that Scentsy has given us and go to work and do it, then it's not going to be any good to any of us, right? And so I just want to challenge everyone. A year ago, or not a year ago, it was during COVID, when we had the Active in April. And, we all the business were shutting down. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to, if Scentsy was going to be able to stay open. And, everything was so crazy with COVID. And some awesome Superstar directors jumped in and said, let's get everyone active in April. Imagine if every current consultant could be active in April, what a difference we could make for Scentsy. And it's been so fun. Like all of these other consultants and each of you, I learned so much from each of you, and you guys are my inspiration. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, let's do it, And so, and what that difference was the shift that just swung us into hypergrowth. Like it was crazy. So I've seen it over and over, how Nicole was saying, like what our actions are really determines the future of Scentsy. And we have so much opportunity. Like she was saying, in this uncertain world, people are just really looking for hope. They just want something where, they can like find some joy and happiness and a light in things. And we literally, with our warmers, with our smiles, with our enthusiasm, our excitement, like we can provide light to everyone around us. And even if they don't buy Scentsy or they don't join Scentsy, like we know we have a special gift in Scentsy, and we can literally just give a smile, give a sample, you know, share a Scentsy story, whatever, like just share your heart with others, and people will be drawn to Scentsy because we are a light and we are a special company and we have so much to offer, and that is what people need in this world right now. So there was a quote from Deb Bowden, the trainer. I know a lot of you know her, and she said, think of accountability as as if your life depends on it, and sign your own commitment contract. And so I just want each of you to set a goal to really be committed and really put your heart in Scentsy, and take your goals and dreams and set them into systems and things that can help you make this a success. Scentsy has given us so many awesome tools. The Scentsy Connect app, if you don't have that, download that. Scentsy has weekly trainings that are amazing. The Scentsy family website or Facebook page, they're sharing so many awesome trainings in there. We didn't have all that in the beginning of Scentsy. We didn't even have business cards. We didn't have a catalog. We we had to sign a paper and mail it in to join Scentsy. Like there was no computer. So I look at the change in all of the different things from the home office, our workstation, news tab, be familiar with the news tab, and always you can reach up to your upline. I know that that there are, if you're media upline, like keep going up, because there are definitely people who are here to help you and want to help you every step of the way. Couple of little things I would suggest to get going, if I have for just 1 minute, is connect with Scentsy every possible way you can. Go to events. If you have a warmer but you don't plug it in, you're not going to get the full effects of it, right? So you want to plug in your business to Scentsy by going to World Tour. If you can, right now registration is open for SFR. Get registered. You can go virtual or in person. It's amazing, and it will definitely boost your business and help you get going. The training calls, get on every training call you know, and watch the news tab, be in the know what's going on, and then get yourself ready, get catalogs ready, samples ready, use the products so that you can share how much you love them and share the excitement, label everything, brand yourself. I always wear this little necklace that says Scentsy on it, and I get comments all the time. People like, oh, Scentsy, or oh, you sell Scentsy? Oh, I went and got a new phone a couple weeks ago, and the girl that I got the phone from was like, oh, you sell Scentsy? Like, I totally need some stuff, you know? So be branded, be ready. When we were, I was with Nicole and we were flying to leadership, and this guy asked about, or was it a lady? I can't remember. Someone asked her about Scentsy. She had the catalog ready, handed it to, I'm like, what? You're awesome. That's so great, you know? So be ready to share, be excited, and have an active website, because now you can get found on the locator, and ask for referrals and use social media for a positive, the best that you can. Nicole talked about customer service. I think that's awesome. And honestly, building a team, I know that sometimes that's not people's main, you know, goal with their business, but when you build a team, you build a family, and you really can, instead of just getting income for today, you earn income for a lifetime when you build a team. So I encourage everybody to share the opportunity, share how Scentsy has changed your life, and there are so many people, like Nicole was saying, in need, and that really could use some extra income, some, extra, way to make money just so they can survive, or just so they can have a car payment or pay for their kids' school lunches, or whatever. You never know somebody's circumstance. And so we really, Scentsy is a gift, and it's a light. And so be proud of it, share it with everybody you know, and let's make 2025 and beyond the best that it could ever be, because really, truly, each of you are a star, and let's go shine our light for everybody to see. I love you all. I really, truly do. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for this company. Orville and Heidi have always had our backs. You would think somebody who, you buy a company from somebody, it would just be so easy to tell them, oh, we don't really need you anymore. But they have allowed me to be part of this really special, this special company. And I'm so grateful to them. They've changed my life, and have made the world so much of a better place. And so let's take this opportunity and do amazing things with it. And I love you all. Thank you, Jacqueline, for this opportunity. Thanks, Nicole, for being so awesome to me. I always get so nervous. I hope I made any sense at all, but I love you all, and thank you so much.
Colette, you're so sweet. I do have a question though. Someone asked on there, do you ever tell your customers like, dude, I invented Scentsy?
I don't usually say anything, but once in a while it will come up. And I just don't, in my heart, I'm like, it wasn't just me. It wasn't just Kara and I. Like, we were the instrument that Scentsy came through. And when you talk to Orville too, he says, I'm just the steward of Scentsy. Like, it really is a inspired company. It's meant to be. It's here for a divine purpose. And I mean, I can't deny that. And so I really don't take credit. It's God for sure. And all of us, like, it is so much more than wax and warmers. I don't even know how to say that, but yeah, I sometimes will tell people, but I usually don't.
You're so humble.
I love you. I love you, Colette. You're so humble too. And I think that's what, I mean, you are like the true Scentsy spirit. And I think if we can all be a little bit more like you and Nicole going forward, there's a lot of dark um things just in the world and in the Scentsy world that can, cross over to the Scentsy world. And maybe just think next time you see someone saying they're leaving or bashing Scentsy, maybe think, okay, what would Colette and Nicole, how would they respond? Right? Because we're going to make it through because we're doing the hard work and we see the, brightness at the end of the tunnel. And those that don't see that brightness will quit, and it will happen. It's normal. It happens, during times like this, and it's okay. This business isn't long-term for everyone, right? But I can guarantee those people will regret it. I've seen it so many times over the years, like Nicole mentioned. But in these moments, like, be the Scentsy lifer. Be the person that when you see someone dogging Scentsy, you bring it up. When you see someone saying, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I have faith in this company. When you see someone post that, oh my goodness, like, what is going on? They're fine. This is just the world we're in right now, but we're going to come out stronger than ever, just like we have in 2009 and 2012 and 14. And, and it's going to happen. And I had mentioned to someone, or I guess maybe Merriman on the first of this call, that, Scentsy is in such a great place financially that they could have one flash sale and pay off our debts. And that's something that other direct sales companies right now, none that I know of, can say that. We are really in a great position, but we are the people who make the difference, not necessarily Orville and Heidi or Dan. We are the people that do that. So we need to make sure that we have our attitude in the right direction to move up and not revert back and join the people that are the negative Nellies or the people that are trying to bring it down as they leave. Like, no, move forward. We're lifers. We're going to be here and we're going to get to that next hyper growth and we're going to be celebrating together. And I think it's going to be a really cool time. So I hope Nicole and Colette, you guys are incredible. I hope with you hearing kind of their journeys, that you know that this is a long-term business. If you want it to be a long-term business, because Scentsy's not going anywhere. And we hope that you don't either. So yes, Scentsy lifers. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it.
One more thing, if I can just add, there was a quote that I always love by Michael Jordan, and it says, "Some people want it to happen, some people wish it would happen, but others make it happen." And so let's go make it happen, you guys. We got this.
And I will tell you, if you see Nicole or Colette at SFR, I hope you guys are all registered. Go hug their necks and go say hi to them. They are the most down to earth people and they would love it. So don't feel like you're bothering or bugging. They truly are that genuine of people that they want to say hi to everyone and give hugs. And you can say, "Hey, I heard you speak on mindset. You were awesome. I want to give you a hug." And they will welcome you with open arms. So that's just who they are. So
Can I say one thing, Jacqueline?
You can say 5 things if you
No, I won't. Well, I do have the gift to gab. I can talk all night. But one thing that is so good to remember too, I mean, yes, it's financially challenging for everybody right now, but you also need to think of the community. There are so many people that looking for that community feeling, and that's what we have with Scentsy. So, Scentsy really does appeal to anybody and everyone. I mean, there's every age. I mean, my daughter's a teacher. She uses her Scentsy business as a supplemental income, and she works her Scentsy business in the summer. We're going to have people that are trying to retire. I mean, especially with the 401ks, we're coming up on that first group that's going to be solely depending on 401ks. And we need opportunity to make extra money, but we also need that opportunity. I think COVID changed the world. COVID changed people. And, that community feeling that Scentsy has and that makes us shine, that Scentsy spirit, is such a blessing to so many people. They're looking for that. So even people that might not need the extra income, they want that community. They want to belong. They want people that believe in them, that support them, that lift them up and make them feel good. And we need more of that. Just like Colette said, we need to be a light, and Scentsy is that light. I mean, there's so many things that we have to offer. I mean, incredible products, extra income, but also that community feel. I mean, Scentsy does appeal to every single person out there.
I love it. Hey, Nicole and Colette, are you guys going to be in Greece?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I have people asking in the chat. So Sherry, I see you asking Rachel, when you see them, go give them big old hugs and hang out.
Yes.
Congratulations to anyone who earned.
And we'll be there with our daughters too. Our daughters both earned Greece. So Kiara, Colette's daughter, and my daughter Cassidy, and their husbands will be there. So we're pretty excited. It's gonna be an amazing trip.
I can't wait.
That is awesome. Yay. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to record and upload this. I do want to put a shout out there. We are starting. So next Monday is our leadership chat. So no Mindset Monday on Monday. The last Monday is always just for my leader and higher. But the Monday after that, someone can put the date in the chat. We are going to start a 3-month training. Every Monday, we're going to talk about the Scentsy bingo. So we're going to break it down, how you can earn it, ways to earn it, what we think is the easiest route to earn. We're going to talk about that. So make sure that you guys join us. We had such a great turnout tonight, and we really appreciate it. But make sure you guys join every Monday. It's the exact same link. So if you just want to save the link in your notes on your phone, 8:00 Central Standard Time, every Monday except for the last Monday. Any one of you on right now are more than welcome to join us for those trainings. So love it, love it. I love
Thank you,
it.
Jacqueline. You're the best. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
And
Well,
thank you for inviting us. I mean, I feel so special that we got invited tonight. So thank you for hanging out with us and thank you for spending your time and joining us, but also thank you for the invitation. Very sweet of you.
Absolutely. You thought it was an honor for me inviting you, but in all reality, we're honored to have you. Are you creeping in, baby? Just creeping
Well,
in.
we're better
Love
together, you know, and
Yeah.
that's times like this. I mean, we
Yes.
need each other. And like Colette said, I mean, we really are in charge of our future and we're better together. I mean, this is the time we need to help each other, support each other, cheer each other on. And you know, it's what we're going to do. So thank you.
Love it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I will put this recording on our Mindset Monday page. I'll send it to you, Colette and Nicole. That way, if you want to post it on your pages. So thank you. We love you guys so much. You guys have a great week. We will see you all, not this coming Monday, but the Monday after. So have a great rest of your week. Hope your mind is right to go kick some booty with some Scentsy this week. So talk to you guys
Thank
later.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.